Franklin in the number 69. Row 4 in car number 28, it is Ryan Booten and shotgun on the field. The Junk is Beautiful number 2 for Metal Man. He's from Clayburgh. That's the field. Here they come down to the green flag, and they're 3 wide at the start. McClatchy down to the inside, the 44 in of Nolan right through the middle. He was being passed left and right, and he was the pole sitter. Down the backstretch off of turn number 2, it's Curtis Seymour showing the way. Another Saturday night of short track racing action underway at the Big A as they're side by side for second. Jason McClatchy trying to come through in that inside line. Joe Warren at his door with the 13. A 3:57 of Curtis Seymour leading, drifting, pushing up high though. Room open down on the inside for Jason McClatchy, who's trying to dig to get to that spot. Here comes Richie Turner moving on the inside line as well. He's running door to door with Don Franklin in car number 69. Off of turn number 4, it's still Curtis Seymour on the outside. He works the top of the racetrack and hands the lead. The 70 of McClatchy with a good line through on the inside. This time, though, he'll take the lead over in turn number 2. Seymour tries to come back after him on the outside, but I don't think he's going to have enough. Richie Turner is also moving. Turner in the 17 looking for third. He's inside car 13 for Joe Warren. The 69 of Don Franklin is perhaps going to wait and see how that plays out and then follow down to the inside line. Turner, as he's thinking that that's the line that's going to eventually pay dividends. Third now is Richie Turner. Fourth is Joe Warren. Here comes the 69 of Franklin trying to get to the inside to grab that fourth spot as Richie Turner tries to make a push for second. This time in qualifier 1, they're halfway. The leader is Jason McClatchy. Just past the halfway point, Richie Turner on the inside has the second spot. Curtis Seymour trying to hang on to position, coming back on the outside. I think Turner will be able to finish the pass. Oh, they might have touched going into turn number 3 as the 17 pushed up the track a little bit. Here they come off the fourth turn, down the front stretch, and Turner has second. Third is Curtis Seymour. Fourth is Don Franklin. Fifth is Joe Warren. Running in the 6th spot is the 28 of Ryan Booten. And running in 7th is Brandon Nolan with Metal Man keeping an eye on the field. Out front it is Jason McClatchy. Top 6 will qualify and pick up handicap. You want to finish in the top 6? You do. You'll start in the top 12. And it's Jason McClatchy comfortable out front by about 8 car lengths over Richie Turner. Battle for third is the 69 of Don Franklin. Tries to sneak to the inside of the 357 of Curtis Seymour. He's there in turns 3 and 4. Seymour drives it deep into the turn. Now he'll push up the track a little bit. Let's see if Franklin can make that pass for third as there's 1 lap to go. 1 lap remaining for Jason McClatchy. Just about dead even for third at the start-finish line that last lap. Franklin trying to complete the pass. You can see the rear end kick out on that car in the second turn though, but he gets good bite down the backstretch. He has third going to turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Jason McClatchy picks up where he left off on Wednesday. He gets the win. Second goes to Richie Turner. Third to Don Franklin. Fourth to Curtis Seymour. Fifth goes to Ryan Booten in car 28. Sixth to Joe Warren in the 13. Brandon Nolan is 7th. Josh Terry, he's from Essex, New York, driving number 9. Of course, they've been trying to get that car ready for him since Wednesday evening. And shotgun on the field is Jimmy Varno in the 07. Jimmy is from Peru. That's the field. 9 cars take the green flag as they work into turns 1 and 2. They're side by side with Leclerc trying to come through with that inside line. Rob Favreau coming after him on the outside. Favreau's got 1 win this year in the number 22. And the Double Deuce has the nose out in front going to turn number 4. There'll be a drag race for the lead down the line. As they hit the start-finish line, Rob Favreau has the lead from the outside of row number 1. Josh Leclerc hanging right with him, though. Bad news for Josh Terry in the number 9 as he takes it back to the garage area. Something amiss with that car that they have been working on now for 2.5 days, trying to get it ready for tonight. And Josh, obviously, with issues on the opening lap. For the lead, Rob Favreau still at the line. Josh Leclerc in car number 7 at a middle line coming off of turn number 4. And it looked like Rob Gordon, the H2O, thought about a low line. Now the Nate's Automotive number 23 for John Booten is rolling out towards the top of the track, as it's a good battle for the 1st through 4th positions. Off of turn number 4, it's still Rob Favreau hanging on by about a half car length over Josh Leclerc. Running in 3rd at the line was the 23 of John Booten. Robert Gordon's H2O was in the 4th spot. Side-by-side racing for 5th as well. Top 6 will qualify and pick up handicap. That means they'll start inside the top 12 in the feature event. Oh, Rob Favreau, bad sideways that time in turn number 4. Josh Leclerc still in 2nd. He pushed up in turn number 4 as well, but Rob Gordon could not get to the inside. The car that's right in the thick of things is that 23 of Booten. As he gets a good run towards the top of the track, he's trying to get to the outside of the 7. Last time, turn number 4 proved to be a little evil for some of these cars. Better line this time for the leader, Rob Favreau, but Josh Leclerc actually doing well digging down on the inside. The Booten 23 has the third spot. Rob Gordon coming after him, though, in turn number 2. He's trying to take that away. Side-by-side racing for the lead. Side-by-side from position 1 all the way back to number 6. Robbie Favreau continues to try to hang on to that outside line. Oh, he's bad loose that time. They touch on the front stretch. At the line, Josh Leclerc had the lead. Inside 2 laps remaining now. Josh Leclerc in car 7 leading. Here comes Favreau back after him on the outside. He puts the nose back out in front. Now Leclerc comes back after him on the inside. It's a seesaw battle for the lead. Down the front stretch. White flag is going to be out. 1 lap to go. And at the line, it's Josh Leclerc, maybe by inches. Just about dead even. It looked like Leclerc still had him. Side by side for the lead down the backstretch. Still tight racing from spots 1 through 6. Leclerc is on the inside. Favreau's on the outside. It's going to turn into a drag race for the win. Here they come down the front stretch to the line. Who's it going to be? Oh, it's too close to call from up here. From Middlebury, Vermont, defending track champion. Outside from Poston Kill, New York, is Andy Lindemann in the 3. And shotgun of the field, brand new Troyer for Patrick Dupree in the number 24. Here's the green flag. 9 machines take the green as they hustle off into turn number 2. Woodruff on the outside. Keep an eye on the 97 of Vernal. He's right on the back bumper. The CO2 of Craig Riel. Craig Riel leading into turn number 4. Woodruff trying to come back after him as he works the rim, but it's going to be Craig Riel in the CO2. The 97 of Vernal diving down to the inside in turn 2. He'll take the lead away from Riel. Here comes Pierre Berthiaume in the 1. Berthiaume finished 3rd this past Wednesday. Working on that outside is still the double nickel of Matt Woodruff. As they work down to the stripe, Vernal starting to pull away from the CO2 of Craig Riel. Berthiaume in the 1, working that inside line, trying to get underneath Riel in turn 2. Riel gets a good push off the top of turn 2, but Berthiaume is there on the inside. Wheel-to-wheel racing for the second spot. Keep an eye on Todd Stone, who's coming through the pack. Todd Stone is up to 4th on the inside line. He was able to move underneath the 55 of Matt Woodruff to grab that 4th spot. Now here comes Leon Gagnon. He's 5th. Matt Woodruff back to 6th. Mac Vienne is 7th. 8th is the 3 of Andy Lindemann, and Pat Dupree is off the pace with that new Troyer number 24. He is well in the back of the pack. Out front, it's a 97 of Chris Vernal. Pierre Berthiaume runs in 2nd. 3rd is Craig Riel. Dupree's going to take the 24 pit side. Running in the 4th spot on the outside is Todd Stone. He's sizing up Craig Riel, working around the top of the track as they were halfway in qualifier number 1 for the Ernie's Discount Tools Dirt Car Modifieds. It is Kingsbury, New York's Chris Vernal. Half the backstretch is the advantage. Pierre Berthiaume is 2nd. 3rd is Todd Stone. 4th is Craig Riel. 5th is Leon Gagnon. And 6th is the 25 of Max Vienne. Top 6 pickup handicap. You finish in the top 6, you'll start in the top 12 in the 30-lap feature event tonight for the Ernie's Discount Tools Dirt Car Modifieds. Chris Vernal looking strong with that number 97. He is in search of his first win of 2013. We have run 7 events this year in the Ernie's Discount Tools Dirt Car Modifieds. 3 wins for Todd Stone, 1 win apiece for Patrick Dupree, Jesse Mueller, Andy Lindemann, and George Foley. Matt Woodruff off the pace. He's taking the double nickel back to the pits. 2 laps to go for Chris Vernal. Pierre Berthiaume is in the 2nd spot. Todd Stone is closing in. Stone is about 2 car lengths off the back of Berthiaume now over in turn number 2 as he'll hustle down a backstretch trying to close that margin and perhaps make a move for 2nd place with a white flag now out for Chris Vernal. Berthiaume hanging on to 2nd. Todd Stone is on the back bumper. Looking, does he want to move to the inside off of turn 2? Can't quite get underneath just yet. Now goes to the outside. Chris Vernal is going to win it, but the race is on for 2nd. It's Berthiaume in the 1. Now Stone trying to slingshot down to the inside. Here he comes to the line. Berthiaume hangs on. Todd Stone is 3rd. 4th is Leon Gagnon. 5th is Craig Riel. 6th is Max Vienne. In the Attache Chateauguay sponsor number 49, he's from Chateauguay, Quebec. That is Richard Tesser. 9 cars set to run. Qualifier number 2 for the Ernie's Discount Tools Dirt Car 358 Modifieds, and the green flag is out. Andy Haywood from the outside, and the Roto-Rooter 80 tries to take the lead in turn 2. Roger Labreche, the Overlay Vehicle Graphics 100 down on the inside. Haywood closes that inside line off on the 100. He'll take the lead in turn number 3, and he'll lead the first lap. Andy Haywood from Morrisonville in the 80 is leading. Labreche wants to go to the top of the track in turn number 1. Chris Kaye was there, almost made contact with the 18. Haywood leading, but Labreche chasing him down the backstretch. Now he'll look to the outside. Chris Kaye's in the 3rd spot. George Foley on the hustle on the top of the track. He's sideways off 4, lifting that left front tire up off the racing surface, trying to get grip. The 100 to Lebrecht to the outside. Haywood pushes badly in 2. Lebrecht had to get on the binders. That allows the 18 of KA to move underneath. Andy Haywood shows the way. Now Roger Lebrecht coming back after him on the outside. Chris K.A. is with him on the inside. Wheel to wheel for the second spot. Just about dead even for second in the line. Last time, turn 2 was not nice to Andy Haywood as he pushed badly. That time was a better line for Haywood. And he also wasn't feeling any heat as they're wheel to wheel still for second. K.A. on the binders as he started to push in 3 and 4. That allows Lebrecht to get away and get the second spot back. The leader is Haywood in the 80. Lebrecht runs second. K.A. runs third. Fourth is George Foley. Fifth now Jesse Mueller in the 19. And rounding out that sixth and final qualifying spot for handicap is Mike Wells in the 76. Halfway in qualifier number 2. Well, Richard Tesser is 7th in the 49. He's got to hustle to try to get to the top 6 to pick up handicap. Chris K.A. right on the back bumper of the 100. Here comes Mueller. Mueller trying to get underneath George Foley in the 34. He had to get on the binders in 3 and 4 and ended up falling back a couple of car lengths behind Foley. This past Wednesday night, Mueller picked up the victory. Foley settled for the second spot in the 30-lap feature event. Mueller looking high, looking low, trying to find a way around the 34 to try to grab that 4th spot away from George. Andy Haywood cruising out front now, 5 car lengths the advantage. Roger Lebrecht in the 100. He's comfortable in the second spot as he's got about 3 car lengths on Chris K.A. Then it's a good 5 car lengths back to George Foley in the 34. He's the driver that's feeling the most heat as Mueller has looked high and low to try to find a way around with 2 to go. 2 laps remain for leader Andy Haywood. Roger Lebrecht in the 100 trying to close in turns 1 and 2, but it's still 2 to 3 car lengths. Here is Mueller moving down to the inside, going to turn number 3. Foley closes that line off. Mueller pushes in 3 and 4, and again he'll end up losing track position with a white flag out. Andy Haywood, car number 80, leading from just about the drop of the green flag. He took the lead on the first lap, going to turn number 3. And Roger Lebrecht closing one last time, but it's not going to be enough. The checkered flag is out, and Andy Haywood wins it. Lebrecht is second. Third is Chris K.A. Fourth is George Foley. Fifth to Jesse Mueller. Sixth to Richard Tesser. Seventh goes to Larry Underwood in the 73. Then it's Dylan Paye from Milton, Vermont in the 07. Morrisonville's Sean Duquette is in the number 18. The 93 is West Chazy's Chris Frenier. Then it is, scratch that, it might be the 73 on the outside. No, it's 93 Chris Frenier. Then it's the 55 of Austin McKiernan, and shotgun on the field is the 21 of Dave Rabtoy. So 8 cars taking the green, 3 wide in turn 2. Dylan Paye with a wise move to back out of it in that 07 car as he was about to feel the pinch with the 3 wide move over in turn 2. Out front, it is the Bigor Supply Huntley Trucking sponsored number 19 of Jamie Bigor. Bigor leads by 3 car lengths over the ABC Roasting car of Milton, Vermont's Larry Underwood. Then it is the Taylor Rental sponsored 18 for Sean Duquette in third. The Auto Creek 07 of Dylan Paye runs in the 4th spot. Racing for 5th, it is the Island Excavating 21 for Dave Rabtoy. The Knight Automotive 75 of Cody Myers runs in the 6th spot. It's the Egglefield Ford 93 of Chris Frenier in 7th. And then Austin McKiernan with the Avery Energy Leroy's Auto Center number 55 at the back of the pack. So Bigor had a good draw on his way into the Speedway. And he has opened it up already to about a 10 car length advantage over the 73 of Larry Underwood. Underwood running in the 2nd spot. 3rd is Sean Duquette. Dylan Paye in the 07 had his best finish of the season this past Wednesday night. Finished 3rd in that Auto Creek sponsored number 07 car. And Paye's running pretty well right now. He's closing in on Sean Duquette. That car appears to be handling better than Duquette's, especially in the turns. As he goes to the outside, Sean pushing up in turn number 4. And the 07 of Paye will follow him around the racetrack as we're halfway in qualifier number 1. So far it's been easy pickings for the 19 of Jamie Bigor. He started on point. Here comes Paye after the 18 going to turn number 3. Dylan Paye, the 07, trying to get underneath the 18 off of turn number 4. They'll drag race for that 3rd spot down the line. Give it to Paye. It's a nice move, working the inside of Sean Duquette's 18 car to grab 3rd. Sean Duquette now running at 4th. Dave Rabtoy is 5th in the number 21. Then it's a gap back to Cody Myers, who is 6th in the 75, and then it is Chris Frenier in the 93, and Austin McKiernan with the 55. White flag is out for Jamie Bigor. Bigor started on point and made it an easy time of it as he cruises down the backstretch. He's got about a 12 car length advantage now over Larry Underwood. Final time through turns 3 and 4, and that means Bigor will be drawing the inversion number.
And he's going to want to hope that he's going to have some more luck with an extra.
Yeah, he wants another number 1 to come up as Bigor wins it. Second to Larry Underwood. Third goes to Dylan Paye. Fourth goes to Sean Duquette. Fifth to Dave Raptoy. Sixth, Cody Myers. Seventh to Chris Frenier. Ticket numbers later on in the racing card. So kids, if you haven't done so already, at some point you'll want to stop down at the customer service booth and grab one of those tickets. All right, we're ready to race now. Qualifier number 2 takes the green. Robin Wood on the outside is going to take the lead. Bucko Branham, he jumps to the outside line as well as they work around Mike Shagnon with the number 86. Danny Sullivan saw that move. He said, okay, I'm going to do the same thing. As Sullivan takes the McSweeney's number 3. Baker Orchards, one of our sponsors here tonight as well, on that number 3 car, and he sits third. How about a race for the lead as they go to turns 1 and 2? It's Branham down on the inside, Robin Wood on the outside. Bucko has the lead off turn number 2. Just flew past down on that inside line. Robin Wood trying to come back after him on the outside, going to turn number 4. Branham on the inside, might be able to clear him along the front stretch. Not quite just yet. Robin Wood still sticking with him on the outside. Branham now in turn 2 can go wherever he wants. He's cleared the 61. Danny Sullivan coming after Robin Wood. Sullivan, who's been really improving with that number 3. He's got a victory under his belt this year, and he's trying to take second away from Robin Wood as the 61 appears to be a little evil on the top of the track. That car normally is hooked up and goes pretty quick just about wherever Robin throws it, but on the outside he was struggling. Danny Sullivan moved underneath, and Sullivan's going for the lead now. Put the nose underneath Bucko Branham going to turn 3. Branham working a middle line into turn number 4. Danny Sullivan looks down low down the front stretch. How about that? Going to turn number 1, it's still Branham showing the way. Sullivan down on the inside line, hugging the bottom of the racetrack, trying to take the lead away from Bucko Branham. As they go down the backstretch into turn number 3, Branham works the middle. Sullivan's down on the inside, drawing even through turn number 4. Here comes Danny Sullivan on the inside line. It's still Branham. Branham has the lead by about 5 feet. Sullivan into 3, takes the lead in turn number 2. Down the backstretch, Bucko Branham trying to come back after him on the outside line. Drawing even going into turn number 3. Sullivan, though, gets the nose back out in front in 4, and man, he's making that inside line work as they come down to the stripe with 2 to go. Danny Sullivan's the new leader. Bucko Branham back after him on the outside, but Sullivan is really hooked up down low. That car is handling perfectly. The 20 of Branham sliding backwards, now coming back on the outside line, driving it deep into the turn. But Sullivan, I think he's going to clear him this lap. Here he comes down the front stretch. Branham trying to hang on to him on the outside. No, Sullivan's cleared him. Now Branham will pull down to the inside. He's going to work the bottom of the track. Robin Wood watching the battle in front of him. He sits in third. How about this run from Danny Sullivan? Sullivan started in the 5th position. He races off of turn number 4. The checkered flag is out. He's going to win it. Danny Sullivan, Bucko Branham 2nd, Robin Wood 3rd. 4th goes to Brandon Atkins in the 4. 5th, it is Brad Bushy. 6th is Mike Shagnon. 7th will be Dave Paye.
3 rows back on the inside. The 47 is Eric Sales, outside Sales. In the 98, it is Rico Hernandez. Next row on the field, the 29 is Nick Haywood, R7 Lonnie Rivers, and the 33 is Travis Bruno. Green, flag is out. They race through turns 1 and 2, and John Mike Brissett takes the lead down on the inside. A little squirrely is the 4, Keith Pelkey. He tries to wrestle that car down underneath the 35 of Brian McGinley. Look out, the 47 pushed up the track a little bit, clipped a piece of Susie's number 24. No harm done, though, as they continue under green. Out front, it's still John Mike Brissett. Another bad time in turn number 2 for the 4 of Pelkey. That car's just not hooked up down on the bottom of the racetrack. Brake check got down on the bottom lane as Nick Haywood got on the binders. And then Lonnie Rivers almost drove up in the back of him. Brian McGinley doing a nice job holding off the 4 of Pelkey in that number 35 car. It is Chris Susie behind Pelkey in the 24, and then they're side by side for the 5th spot. That's Nick Haywood on the bottom, Eric Sales on the top. Give it to Haywood, bringing Lonnie Rivers through right on the back bumper 2 as well in the Mabel Grand Farm number R7. Brake check that time in the bottom of turn number 1 for Lonnie Rivers. He spun it out, nearly spun it out rather, down on the bottom. Battle for the lead now heats up on the top of the racetrack. Brian McGinley says, I want in. He's up on the top, makes it skinny on the very top of the racetrack. We have a new leader. Brian McGinley from the top of the racetrack. John Mike Brissett is fading in that number 14 car. Keith Pelkey takes the 4 up to the top of the racetrack. And how about this? Brian McGinley out front. Nice job so far in this qualifier for Brian McGinley as he taps the wall off the 4th turn. Took turn number 4 a little bit wide. Outside, the 14 of John Mike Brissett is now the 29 of Haywood. That team had to go hard to work in the last couple of days, especially with the rubber mallet, as that number 29 car is looking as good as ever. Popsicle sticks are out for that number 35 car. 2 to go for Brian McGinley. Side by side now for the third spot, although Nick Haywood puts the nose out in front into turn number 3. Nearly 3 wide for the fifth and final qualifying spot, rather sixth qualifying spot, as the white flag is out with just 1 lap to go. Brian McGinley still holds him off. Half a lap remaining for McGinley. Nick Haywood now trying to find a way by the 4 of Pelkey. Can he do it in the final corner? No doubt about the winner. Brian McGinley's going to win it. Keith Pelkey second, third to Nick Haywood, fourth Lonnie Rivers, fifth Chris Susi, sixth Travis Bruno, seventh Little Joe Daniels. 2 rows back on the inside. The 28 is Eric Lossier. Outside Speedy Brissett in the 0-3. Next row back on the inside, Jake Branham in the 1. Outside the 7 is Cody Abbott. Final row on the field. The 91 Rick Donor. 69 tonight is Jason Durgan. In the final car that is trailing behind is Steven Brissett. First time out for Steven in the number 59. Well, they race into turn number 3, and with the lead, no surprise, from the inside is Jamie LaFountain. LaFountain has a pretty good advantage already over the 46 Little Joe Daniels. 3 wide going into turn number 1. Rick Donor down on the very bottom. Jason Durgan was able to slide past in the 69 through the middle. Cody Aubin hanging with him on the top of the racetrack. Jake Branham is the car in front. Aubin with the advantage on the top of the racetrack as Branham chose the low lane. Now he watches up the racetrack off of turn number 4, and the hole's back open for Jason Durgan down on the bottom. That hole closes off of turn number 2, but then opens right back up as they race down the backstretch. Jason Durgan with a 69. Saw a peek down on the inside in turn number 3, backed out of it. Wise decision, as this is just qualifying, and it's only lap number 3. Although keep in mind, Jason Durgan trying to race into a qualified spot. He has done so, though, now that he's gotten by the 7 of Cody Allen. Here goes Senior Speed in the 0-3. Down to the inside, a Little Joe Daniels for the 3rd spot. Give that spot to Speedy. Halfway for qualifier number 2 with the Sportsman Modifieds. Jake Branham now wants to go in that Huntley Trucking number 1. He's down to the inside of West Side Auto 46 as well. Durgan is now moving on the top, trying to find a way around, but he's going to have to throw it down to the inside. Slingshot's down to the inside, just Durgan. And he's going to trail the 1 of Branham through. Branham now to the 4th spot. Here comes Durgan. Good run this time through 1 and 2. Bad run for Branham in that number 1. Durgan's going to shoot to the 4th spot. Give Durgan position number 4 with 2 laps to go for Jamie LaFountain. Jamie LaFountain being run down by Eric Lossier in the number 28. But I don't think Lossier is going to have enough time. This time around, it's just going to be 1 lap to go. Looked like Little Joe Daniels and Rick Donor might have gotten hung up a little bit in turn number 2 as they race together at the tail end of the field. What? The white flag is out. Half a lap remains for Jamie LaFountain in the number 20. Durgan is still on a mission. He's looking to get to the 3rd spot inside Senior Speed. Here comes the winner off the 4th turn. Jamie LaFountain wins it. Eric Lossier 2nd. Jason Durgan 3rd. 4th to Senior Speed. 5th Jake Branham. 6th Cody Aubin. 7th Rick Donor. And 8th goes Josh LaVarnway. 4 rows back on the inside. The 41's Tim LaFountain. Outside LaFountain, it is the 14 New York for Rob Clark. Next row on the field, the 88 Dave Demore, 45 Josh Laporte. And on the tail end, it's the tortoise, Austin LaGrave. Green flag is out. They're 3 wide down on the inside. Tyson Drown going to get by Pete Blaney in the number 22B. They're side by side for the lead. Malcolm Woodward takes the advantage on the top of the racetrack. Fighting back, though, is John Bradley. 3 wide through the middle for 5th position. Who's going to come out with a 5 spot? It looks like it's going to be Josh LaVarnway on the top of the racetrack, and it is. Malcolm Woodward still hanging on. Uh-oh, look out. Malcolm Woodward sideways. Looked like the 69 car quit for a second. Maybe that's why the car's for sale, or he forgot to put gas in it. 4 wide down the back stretch, 3 wide in front of them. Tyson Drown's loving life right now as he's all by himself out front, and he sees 3 and 4 wide in the rear view. Tim LaFountain in the 41 was able to get through for the 2nd spot. Rob Foley hanging on right now for 3rd. The guy on the move right now is Josh Laporte in the 45. 3 wide again for the 5th spot. Rob Clark forces the issue through the middle. He squirts through, and he is to the 5th spot. Top 8 qualify in this first qualifying race for the Busch Beer Mini Modified Division. And at the halfway point, Tyson Drown is looking pretty good in that number 6 car. He is not really being challenged by the 41 of LaFountain. 2 laps to go for the 6 of Tyson Drown. Rob Clark was able to get past Robert Foley, 66, and Josh Lavarnway is looking to use that same route down on the inside. A little wobble that time in the bottom of turn number 2 allows Foley to pull away from the 13 of Lavarnway. White flag is out this time around. 1 lap to go for that number 6 car of Tyson Drown. Johnny Bradley is taking that number 69 back pit side. He's had enough in this qualifier. 2 more corners remaining for the number 6. Tyson Drown is going to pick up another heat race victory. Yet to pick up a featured victory, but it picks up another heat race victory. Second's going to go to Tim LaFountain. Third, Josh Laporte. Fourth, the 14 of Rob Clark. Fifth is the 13 of Josh Lavarnway. Sixth, Robert Foley. Seventh, now 4 for Jason Chris outside the 77 New York. He won on Wednesday. Chris Clark. Final row on the field. The 72 is Curtis LaGrave Jr. And the 02 is Eric Riel. Green flag is out for the second qualifier, and the pizza wagon is slow already. Everybody gets around the pizza wagon. Dennis Barcomb's headed back to the garage area. Somebody dropped their, bumper cover, it looks like, in the middle of turns 1 and 2, but we're still going.
Nope.
Not anymore.
Yellow's out.
The drivers are still going, but now they hear the yellow call over.
Well, they're certainly in no hurry.
Here they come off of turn number 4.
At least not yet. Oh, maybe now.
Well, perhaps they might read a book.
It is a race. It is a race after all.
Green flag is out. Oh, no. Dennis, he's passed by about every car except for the pizza wagon before he even takes the green flag. Jason Ledoux holds the lead out front. Not for very long. Here comes Rob Saenz in the 3. Saenz says thank you as Jason Ledoux pushes up the racetrack into the 4th groove. Here comes Amber Turner flying through on the inside. Oh boy,
that's not good.
No, it's not. Yellow flag. Curtis LaGrave Jr. got a piece of that.
Yeah.
49 can't see.
For this, $50 next week for the most unusual spectator event entry.
What?
So if somebody shows up with like a milk truck or somebody shows up with a school bus, they could walk away with a $50.
Oh boy, here we go.
Maybe a FedEx truck. FedEx
Hey,
is here
that's right.
tonight. Maybe one of their employees could bring out the FedEx truck and put it into the spectator race.
Enough of the spectator races. We'll talk about that later. Mini mods are on the track for their second qualifier, and they are racing down the backstretch. Kate Favreau with the lead. Rob Saenz looking to take it away on the top of the racetrack. Scratch that. That's Jason Chris in the number 54. As they're side by side, no more. Jason Chris takes the lead in that number 54 car. Dirty Dale O'Neill looking to run him down though in that number 16 as he's moving to the front with that number 16 car. He's the winningest driver in this division. As he is now on the top of the racetrack outside the 20K of Kane Favreau. He takes the second spot away at the halfway point. Eric Riel in the 02. Works down on the inside of Rob Saenz. Rob Saenz is sliding backwards as here comes Chris Clark in the 77. Also, Amber Turner in the 86 gets by. That's 4 cars in about a quarter of a lap. That's not very good. You're not really pleased when you see 4 cars go by in a quarter of a lap. Popsicle sticks are out, 2 to go for Jason Chris. He shows the way in the number 54 car. He struggled early on Wednesday night, but was able to rally for a decent finish to hold on to the points lead in this mini modified division. Here comes Eric Riel in the 02, trying to slide that car down to the inside of the 16 of Dale O'Neill. White flag is out, 1 to go. O'Neill still holding him off by inches for that second spot. Riel down on the inside, 6 to nose out in front in turn number 2, but O'Neill does a good job using a progressive banking. Off the top of turn number 2, didn't really get a good run that time into turn number 3. Riel drove it deep. Winner this time off of turn number 4 is Jason Chris. Riel's going to be second. Third's going to go to O'Neill. Fourth to Clark. Fifth is Favreau. Sixth, Turner. Seventh, Collins. And the 8th and final qualifying spot goes.
Outside, it's Tyler Terry in the 44. The 44N is Brandon Nolan. The 08 is Andrew Bordeaux. The 07 is Jimmy Varno. The 2 is Metalman. And the 9 is Josh Terry. That's the field. Green flag is out as 17 cars take the green flag in the 25-lap feature event for the Key RD Trailer Sales Renegade Division. And the leader is Josh LeClaire in car 7. Here comes Curtis Seymour looking inside. Out front, it's LeClaire in the 7. The 357 of Curtis Seymour about a car length off of his back bumper. Side by side for third, Rob Favreau and Rob Gordon. Gordon had a second place run this past Wednesday night, trying to get the third spot away on the outside. Jason McClatchy's on the move. Problems for the 23. John Booton is off the pace. He is slow on the top of the racetrack going to the third turn. Now to the back of the pack with the Nate's Automotive car. He'll went back towards the garage area. Out front it is Josh LeClaire in car 7. Curtis Seymour runs third. Battle for third is between Rob Favreau in the 22 and the H2O of Rob Gordon. McClatchy is moving. He is making his way to the front, as is the 17 of Richie Turner, and the 69 of Don Franklin is also moving towards the front. If you were here Wednesday, that 69 in flames sitting just past the start-finish line in the infield. Nice job by the Airborne track personnel to quickly put the fire out. They were able to get the 69 repaired, and he is running strong again tonight. Don Franklin, one of the top point runners in the division. Out front it is Josh LeClaire in car number 7. He is increasing the lead over Curtis Seymour, who has the 357 in the second spot. Lance Raptoy in car number 11. Don Franklin in car number 69 battling for position. That got a little hairy coming off of turn number 4 and down the front stretch. Here is Richie Turner moving to the inside. Oh, we got contact over in turn number 3. The 22 of Rob Favreau, the 357 of Curtis Seymour. Everybody misses the 357 of Curtis Seymour. That was close, but they parted them left and right. We're in the garage area trying to get Josh back out on track, but we're ready to run. Here comes the field off turn number 4. Green flag is out. Josh LeClaire on the inside, Rob Gordon on the outside. Both of those drivers looking for their first win of the year. Oh, they touch in turn number 2. McClatchy has to dive down to the inside as LeClaire tried to get back down to the inside of the racetrack, and they're 4 wide running into turn number 3. The leader right now is Rob Gordon on the outside. 3 wide down the front stretch. Gordon has the lead. Oh, nearly touching Lance Raptoy, the 17 of Richie Turner, as well as the 13 of Joe Warren, swapping paint a little bit along the front stretch. It's Rob Gordon with the H2O leading. Here comes Jason McClatchy in the 70 in the second spot. Josh LeClaire in car number 7 now runs in third as they swap positions inside the top 3. Richie Turner is up to 4th. Lance Raptoy has a top 5 spot now with the 11. Lance Raptoy running in the 5th spot. 6th is Joe Warren. 7th is Don Franklin. Andrew Bordeaux trying to get to the 8th spot, but right now that is held by Ryan Booton on the outside with a 28. Out front, it's Rob Gordon. Well, these two guys finished 1-2 this past Wednesday, except in reverse order. Rob Gordon saw the back of car number 70 and Jason McClatchy Wednesday night. Now McClatchy will try to hold off McClatchy. Gordon will try to hold off McClatchy. Gordon a couple of times this past Wednesday appeared to have running room down to the inside, especially off of turn number 4, but McClatchy was able to hold off the H2O and get the win this past Wednesday night. Now, let's see if the H2O can hold off that 70 car. McClatchy's car seems to be much better down low, and Gordon, of course, traditionally has run very well around the top of the racetrack. Here comes Lance Raptoy. Lance Raptoy is in the 4th spot. He's trying to get underneath Richie Turner in the 17 as Jason McClatchy is making a bid for the lead. Down the line, it's still Gordon hanging on. Rob Gordon had the lead by 5 feet, but McClatchy's car is really hooked up down on the inside. He pushes that time at 2, and that allows Gordon to get away. Gordon will pull away to a car length, almost 1.5, going to turn number 3. McClatchy seems to be much better tonight in the 4th turn. That's where he was struggling this past Wednesday, and turn 2 was evil for him that last lap. Oh, he's off the pace badly. McClatchy is limping back to the pits. Second place runner, Jason McClatchy. Suddenly that car shutting down and moving back to the garage area. A tough break for McClatchy, who picked up the win this past Wednesday night. He has 2 victories on the season. He's the 4th place point man, but he is back in the garage area, out of this one. Robert Gordon leading. Now it is Richie Turner in the 2nd spot. Lance Raptoy is up to 3rd. That Raptoy 11 car has come to life, sitting in the 3rd spot. At one point, he was trying to challenge Turner for position. Richie Turner trying to reel in the H2O. He's got just about half the race still to do it. As the field works off of 4 single file in the top 4 positions. Battle for 5th now. Don Franklin at car 69 trying to nose his way underneath the 13 of Joe Warren. They are racing for the 5th position on down the backstretch with Franklin on the inside and Joe Warren on the outside. That's a battle for position, 5th and 6th. It is Warren right now 5th on the outside, with Don Franklin on the inside actually grabbing 5th away from him at the stripe. But Joe Warren puts his nose back out into that 5th position off of turn number 2. Andrew Bordeaux is closing in on this battle. Bordeaux has the Pumpkin 08, closing in on Don Franklin's back bumper as Franklin tries to slowly move through on the inside. He'll grab 5th now for sure. 6th on the outside is Joe Warren with Andrew Bordeaux in 7th. 8th, Tyler Terry coming from the back of the pack. Running in 9th, and it's the 28 of Raul Franklin. Really slowed that time off too. 3 wide racing for the 5th spot. Joe Warren has to back out of it. Oh, they touch over in turn number 3. Ryan Booten spins to the infield. He kicks one of the tires, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag. Complete. This sets up a pretty interesting restart now. Rob Gordon, the H2O. Richie Turner, the 17, the point leader on the outside of the front row. Rob Gordon looking for his first win of the year, and the green flag is out. Lance Raptoy goes towards the top of the racetrack in front of Josh Leclerc. The H2O is down on the inside. That's not where he wants to be. The outside line is the preferred line for this division. He's going to have to really fight and scrap now to hang on to that top spot. Richie Turner's going after him on the outside. Lance Raptoy running well as, also in car number 11, sitting in the 3rd spot. Gordon hanging on to the lead. They do touch going to turn number 1. Gordon's on the inside. Turner on the outside. Down the backstretch. Gordon still in that top position. Off in the bunker is the 7 of Josh Leclerc. He got the right side tires off, but stays at speed. He'll even hang on to his spot. The leader, Robert Gordon, pulling away now on the inside. Well, how about that inside line working? And now Lance Raptoy is going for the 2nd spot. Lance Raptoy might be the quickest of the cars in the top 3 right now. He's to 2nd. Richie Turner on the outside trying to hang on to the 2nd spot. Comes back after him. He sticks his nose back to the 2nd position. Drifting high off 4 is Rob Gordon, and now Turner is back in the 2nd spot. Lance Raptoy's car down on the inside. Could this be a 3-car battle for the lead? Raptoy has to get on the binders. He pushed a little bit in 2. Richie Turner is right with him still. Robert Gordon running a very high line. Takes it right up towards the wall. There's plenty of room for 2 more cars underneath off turn number 4. Robert Gordon is still the leader. Richie Turner has the 2nd spot. Lance Raptoy trying to make that inside line stick. If he could only get it to work better, he has plenty of room to chug on through. There goes Andrew Bordeaux. The 08 goes spinning off of turn number 2. He gets it pointed in the right direction. Will stay under green as he's rolling again. The leader is Rob Gordon with 18 complete. Bordeaux, well, he started to roll away. And hoping for a yellow. It's not going to happen as the leaders race down the backstretch right around the 08 car, putting him a lap down. The H2O of Gordon, then the 17 of Richie Turner. Well, there goes a car flying off the back. It's the 7 of Josh Leclerc. He went flying off the backstretch, turn number 3. Ready to run again, 19 complete. This should be good. Turner's got another shot at him on the outside. Here they come off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Robert Gordon, Richie Turner, Lance Raptoy. Those 3 in the hunt. Tyler Terry in the 44 says, don't forget about me. Side by side for the lead. Turner's with him, door to door, going to 3. Gordon's down on the inside, looking for that first win of the year. Turner looking for the hat trick on the season as he looks for win number 3 at the line. It was Robert Gordon by inches. Richie Turner has the nose in front over in turn number 2. He goes to the top of the track. The progressive banking kicks in, trying to pull away. No, says Robert Gordon. Not yet. Robert Gordon still trying to hang down on the inside line. Richie Turner takes it up to the wall. Will he finish the pass now? No, Gordon's still there on the inside. Going to turn number 1. Richie Turner in car number 17 has the lead in turn 2. Led the last lap down the backstretch, 21 complete. It is Turner on the outside, Robert Gordon on the inside. Lance Raptoy runs 3rd. We got spinners in the back. Oh, Metal Man is spinning. The number 2 goes for a spin. It's going to bring out a yellow flag. And side, he is still in search of that first victory. Is it going to be tonight, or will it be 3rd win for Richie Turner? Here they come. 4 laps to go. Green flag. A race off into turn number 1 with Turner down on the inside, Rob Gordon on the outside. He draws even down the backstretch. Side-by-side racing for the top 10 spots. It is Turner on the inside with the nose in front. Robert Gordon, I got a feeling it's going to stay like this right to the checkered flag. As they come down to the stripe, it looked like Turner by inches on the inside. I bet you we see side-by-side racing for the lead right down to the checkered flag as Gordon puts the nose in front. They go down the backstretch to 3. Turner stays in it a little bit deeper. Draws even going to 4. Gordon will take it up towards the wall. Here they come down the line. This time Rob Gordon is going to lead the lap. Robert Gordon had the lead of the line. Richie Turner on the inside trying to hang with him. Gordon on the top. Draws even, now pulls ahead down a backstretch. Lance Raptoy and Tyler Terry with a good battle right behind him for third. Richie Turner's on the inside. Robert Gordon's on the outside. Here they come off of turn number 4 down the line. White flag. 1 lap to go. It's Robert Gordon by 3 feet. Robert Gordon had the lead of the line by 3 feet. Here comes Richie Turner taking the lead on the inside in 2. Gordon down the backstretch takes the lead back as they head to turn number 3. Robert Gordon is on the outside. Richie Turner's on the inside. It's going to be a drag race for the win. Who's it going to be? Here they come off turn number 4. Down the front stretch to the line. Oh, it looked like Gordon by inches on the outside. Robert Gordon wins by about a foot on the outside with the H2O.
Now give Rob Gordon a nice round of applause. He's out of his car. First win of the year for Rob Gordon. Rob Knowles is headed down trackside. It's going to take him a second to get down the stairs. But do remember the policy is in place where you need to show your ticket to get down onto the racetrack. There's Rob. He went pretty quick. So Rob Gordon's out of his car. Rob's down on the racetrack. We'll throw it downstairs to Rob, who's waiting to talk to Rob. Rob?
All right, come on over on this side, Rob Gordon. That way Gene gets a good picture of you on camera. Sure. Exactly what you want, right? Do we get a big smile? We talked on Wednesday, had a close race on Wednesday, almost won. You had the next to last restart. Let's talk about that one first. You were on the inside, probably not where you wanted to be. Richie was able to take the lead away. Tell me about that restart and whether, to me, this car always likes the top.
It does like the top, but we've been trying to work on the bottom because you got to go where you have to go on a restart. When you're side by side, you can't always go where you want to go, so you got to go all over the place if you can. And we've been working on that pretty good. Usually Richie's really good on the top, and I'm glad I was hooked up both places today.
And then on the final restart, you guys restart, of course, and you run side by side the final 4 laps. Had a feeling it was going to be like that. Talk about your strategy. What can you do when you're on the top and you've got that driver right next to you on the inside? Is there anything that you can do to try to break his momentum, or you just let it go as hard as you can on the top?
Just try to go a little bit further in, a little faster than him. That's all you can do.
Well, congratulations on getting the victory. Nice job, Rob. That was an excellent race.
Thank you.
All right, Robert Gordon gets the win. Nice job by Robert. Where's Richie?
Next week, I'm going to take...
That's a false start.
I think he's just getting practice.
Oh.
He just
Sullivan's already had his practice. Okay.
Maybe the inside line. Oh, look, they're both inching up there.
Uh-oh, that could be a false start.
Is Butcher really in a wise spot?
No. Sullivan lights him up.
Yeah, the silver car. Sullivan's going after him on the outside.
If you look at the light,
drive
the
it off
yellow
the
flag
top
is
of
out.
2.
That car's not dialed up.
Silver
like
one's doing all right. Oh, Sullivan stays in a lot deeper. The silver one was worried about his insurance. Danny's not worried about insurance. There's a good apple crop this year, so he's not worried about insurance. Oh, look, the silver car's coming back. I think the silver car won.
Here they come, LaFountain and McGinley. Off the 4th turn, green. Flag is out. They play bumper tag down on the inside line. Nick Haywood with a tap from Durgan on the bottom. 3 wide on the backstretch. 4 wide as they go into turn number 3. Backing out of it was Nick Haywood. Wise decision there as they box it up mid-pack. Oh, no, Speedy! Sideways are a couple of cars. And we are going to have a yellow flag. The end result not as bad as it looked as though it was going to be.
Fleet will try again. LaFountain and McGinley. Here's Robbie.
All right. Quick pace set again by LaFountain. Here they come off the 4th turn. Green flag is back out as we try it again for the Sportsman Modified. Amy LaFountain in the 20 takes the early initiative in that inside groove. Ryan McGinley settles into the 2nd spot this time. Here comes Lozier on the top of the racetrack for 3rd. Hanging on the bottom is Pelkey. Here comes the 7 of Aubin now on the top of the racetrack. Again pushes up that time off the 4th turn and then loses any progression he might have been making on the 4 of Pelkey. Chris Susi down on the bottom looks to roll. He pushes up the track a bit in turn number 2. Really can't get any bite off the 2nd turn. Now he looks down on the inside in turn number 3. Aubin looks to shut the doors. He comes down in front of the 24 of Susi. It's a little bit backed up down on that inside line. Jason Durgan says, let's go to the top. Durgan in the number 69 takes it up to the top of the racetrack. Again, he's pinch hitting for Mike Finney tonight. Durgan in that 69, pinch hitting for Mike Finney. Out front, Jamie LaFountain is cruising. McGinley still holding the 2nd spot right now. He's soon going to have some pressure from that number 28 of Losier's. It appeared Losier's cutting into the disadvantage that he has. In turn number 3, Losier runs in the top groove around the outside of the 4 of Keith Pelkey, but Pelkey's not going away in that number 4 down on the inside. Keith Pelkey in that number 4 picked up a win Wednesday night, as the 7 of Kodiyama nearly got the right side tires off in the bunker. He loses a chance to get around the 4 of Pelkey. Meanwhile, the 28 of Losier has cleared Pelkey in that number 4. Losier in that number 28 sits comfortably right now in the 3rd spot up on top of the racetrack. Here comes Kodiyama. This time he really does get the right side tires off in the bunker. Loses a position and a half. Uh-oh, Lonnie Rivers with trouble. The yellow flag is out, and Lonnie Rivers is without a left front, or at least control on the left front. Jamie LaFountain in the 20, the 35, Brian McGinley. Here they come again. Green flag is back out. Again, Jamie LaFountain with a good start. Keith Pelkey in the 4 settles into the 3rd spot. A little bit of bumper tag off the 2nd turn, 3 wide down the backstretch. Aubin backs out of it. Wise decision by Cody Aubin. Jason Durgan has raced his way up into the top 4.
That's the guy who just had a great restart. Keep an eye on Durgan. He might have the fastest car out there. Keep an eye on that 69.
Durgan working the rim in that number 69 car up on top of the racetrack. Vaults down the backstretch as he follows Brian McGinley around in the 35. The 4 of Pelkey looks down to the inside of McGinley. Durgan says, I'm going to follow him down on the inside. Durgan's picked right now as they race side by side. He's able to force the 4 of Pelkey through down on the inside. McGinley washed up the track into, able to get back down for the 4th spot, but look at Durgan. Man on a mission, he's to the 2nd spot in that 69. Also on the move is Nick Haywood. Haywood in the Budweiser number 29 works the inside down on the bottom. He has worked his way up into the top 5 in that number 29 car as he gets around the 35 of McGinley. Losier has dropped a few spots, as has the 7 of Cody Aubin since that last restart. Out front, it's the 20 of Jamie LaFountain. We'll have to check lap times off to our left. And it appears that Jason Durgan is, in fact, turning lap times quicker.
You can see that?
Yeah, about a 1/10 of a second quicker is that 69 than the 20 of Jamie LaFountain.
Your eyes are far better than mine.
Well, that glare didn't bother me. Nick Haywood looks down to the inside of the 4 of Keith Pelkey. He takes the 4 spot away from the 4. And that's also a guy that you need to watch out for. Nick Haywood in that number 29 car.
I think Bruno as well in the 33. I think the 69, the 33, and the 29 all running very similar to the 20, but the boss may have been, he's already at the front. It could be Jamie LaFountain's night.
LaFountain is the leader. Durgan runs 2nd. 3rd is Travis Bruno. 4th is a Nick Haywood. 5th right now, Keith Pelkey. 6th is Eric Losier. 7th is 7 of Cody Aubin. 8th is the 35 of Brian McGinley. Eric Sales is 9th. 10th right now is Rico Hernandez. 11th is Chris Susi. 12th is Little Joe Daniels. 13th, John Mike Brissett. That's how they run at the halfway point here in the feature for the JNS Steel Sportsman Modified feature. They race side by side right now to the 47 and the 35. Brian McGinley in that 35 really, oh boy, look out. He gets around in turn number 4, some help from the 98 of Rico Hernandez. And we
get his first win of the year on board the number 20.
Here they come, set for a restart at the halfway point. Green flag is back out. Rico Hernandez will rejoin at the tail end of the field. Either that or he'll just hang out in the bunker. Yellow flag is out. Yellow, 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 yellow. Rico Hernandez rejoins the tail end of the field. That's going to bring out a yellow.
Why'd he come back out?
Because he wants to try and win.
Did he? No, I understand that. I understand,
No.
but he. I mean, is he at speed? Did he come back out and slow down right on the backstretch?
I'm thinking he didn't want to get. Oh, black flag is out for Rico Hernandez. I'm thinking that he didn't want to get in front of the leaders because he was coming out as they were taking the green flag.
Well, I mean, it is a wide track.
I'm playing devil's advocate. So, who are you thinking from this point? Who do you like?
I'm going to stick with Jamie LaFountain.
Are you? I'm going to go with Jay Durgan.
I think it's going to be tough to get by him. But
50-50 number tonight, 502. Durgan on the back bumper. Bruno third, Haywood fourth, fifth is Pelkey. Here they come, another quick pace by LaFountain. Green, flag is back out. Here comes Travis Bruno. He's on it real quick. A little bit of contact down on the inside.
That's a ton of contact going on.
Able to save it is Jason Durgan in the number 69. Nice job by Jay. And also a nice job by the 33 of Bruno to allow him to save that down on the inside. Travis Bruno thought the time to go was early. He looked for that move. It didn't turn out to be there. So now he's going to have to sit back behind and wait a second. Meanwhile, here comes Losier in the 28. He's coming through for the fifth spot. Pelkey drop kick back to sixth. Losier and the Losier Masonry number 28 battle side by side with the 4 of Keith Pelkey. Pelkey in that number 4 car we mentioned won just a couple of days ago back on Wednesday. But he's trailing off a bit now as he is back in the 6th spot with Cody Aubin looking underneath. Meanwhile, back up front, Jamie LaFountain is still cruising about 4 car lengths in front of Jason Durgan in the 69. It's 2 car lengths back to the 33 of Travis Bruno and then 3 back to Nick Haywood's number 29. Nick Haywood in that number 29 did pit early on. He's had to hustle his way to the front. Might not necessarily have the right rear that some of the other guys in front of him have. As he's looking to chase down those 3 guys in front of him. Jason Durgan in the 69 has cut down the distance in front of him to about a car length and a half. Durgan in the number 69 pinch hitting for Mike Finney. Looks down to the inside off the 4th turn. No room there. Pushes up the racetrack and LaFountain still holds him off about a car length and a half. Meanwhile, Travis Bruno's right on the back door of the 69 of Durgan. Although good turn number 2 for Durgan that time. He shoots down the backstretch into turn number 3. Again, down on the inside, has no room there. Looks up at the top now as they cross the start-finish line, and Durgan is all over him. 5 laps remain, and Durgan is ready to go. Although he washed up the track a bit in turn number 2. See what he's got this time. Durgan was really strong the last couple of laps off of turn number 4. Durgan in that number 69 looks up to the top of the racetrack again. It is right on the back bumper. Jason Durgan in the 69 doesn't really have it off of turn 2. Turn 2 is where LaFountain is able to gain a car length. But through 3 and 4, the deficit is cut in half as that 69 of Jason Durgan still works right on the back bumper. Throw a blanket on those top 4 cars as they race nose to tail right now. Losier's in another area code in the 5th spot. 2/100ths of a second quicker is that number 20 car. And it's showing right now as he is barely holding off that number 69. Good run that time for the 33 of Bruno. White flag is going to be out this time around for that Marcia number 20. Here he comes. White flag is out for Jamie LaFountain and the Marcia Holmes number 20. Nick Haywood wants to try and find a way around the 33 of Bruno. Haywood up to the top of the racetrack. He's not going to be able to do it off of turn number 4. Can Jamie LaFountain hold off for one more lap? Here comes Jason Durgan in the 69. Here comes Travis Bruno. Oh, man, look out. Jamie LaFountain wins it. Second's going to be Nick Haywood. Third is going to be Eric Losier. 4th is the 7 of Cody Aubin. 5th is going to be Keith Pelkey. And that is how the top 5 finishes.
oh, this may not be good. Jason Durgan was on his way to second. Travis Bruno made a bonsai move coming off of turn number 4, trying to dive down to the inside. Punched the 69 and put both cars in the wall. Sometimes it's just better to take what your car is giving you that night. And in that case, it was third place. Yeah, I believe for Losier, that'll be his first top 3 finish in a Sportsman Modified. Cody Aubin ends up in the 4th spot with a number 7. And finishing in 5th after winning this past Wednesday is Keith Pelkey with his number 4. Jason Durgan was quickly out of his race car, obviously not happy with the 33, making that bonsai move coming off of the 4th turn, trying to get the racing position and certainly did not pay off as both of those cars ended up in the wall. Jamie LaFountain trying to return the checkered flag as he comes off of turn number 4. A whole bunch of safety vehicles. They'll get that car positioned, and Robbie is waiting trackside to get a word with Jamie LaFountain, tonight's winner in the J&S Steel Sportsman Modifieds.
Well, here he comes. Give a nice round of applause. Here's Jamie LaFountain climbing out of the car. He picks up his first win in 2013. We'll give Jamie a chance to take off his helmet. Jamie, it helps to start on the pole, but this car was also pretty good. I'm looking at the right rear, not much left. Nonetheless, it was enough to hold off some close competition tonight. But in the end, it really wasn't as close as it was going to be coming off at turn number 4, as there was a mishap behind you. You probably didn't see it. But nice job out front. The car seemed pretty good.
Yeah, the car was really good. First of all, I have to thank my dad because without him, I wouldn't be doing this. He does most of the work on the car, and he pays for a lot of it. And without him, I just wouldn't be here. I also have to thank all my sponsors, Dave O'Neill, DMO, Pete Chukta, PMC Race Cars, Marcia Holmes. And, yeah, the car was great.
A number of restarts, and it seemed as though your strategy was to get on it pretty quick coming out of the 4th turn. Is that the most comfortable way to do it for you?
Yeah, I knew those guys were going to be behind me. I was hoping the race would stay green, but that usually doesn't happen. And you got to get a good jump because you want to kind of build a big lead early, because I knew Travis was there, Jason Durgan was there in the 69, Nick Haywood was right back up there. So, yeah, you like to jump on it pretty early.
Well, you did a nice job, and congratulations on the first win of the year.
Thank you.
That's Jamie LaFountain. He picks up the first win of the year.
Bucko Branham in the 20, Leary Underwood in the 73. Those cars all in the top 10. Here they come. Green, flag is out. Mike Shagnon in the 86 pushes badly in turn number 2. Cody Myers in the 75 tries to hang on. 3 wide. Dave Rabtoy's the meat in the sandwich trying to come through. Dave Rabtoy goes to the top in front of Cody Myers. The leader of lap 1 is Mike Shagnon. Well, Mike Shagnon, that first lap, he pushed way to the top of turn 2. Let's see if Brad Bushy can get to the inside, down the backstretch. No, he's not there yet. Brandon Atkins also trying to move. Here comes Rabtoy again, working the top. Dave Rabtoy looking outside. Brandon Atkins looking inside of the 51 of Bushy, who's also pushing badly in turn 4. Now Dave Rabtoy swings it down to the inside. He's going to follow Brandon Atkins around the racetrack for a couple of laps as Mike Shagnon continues to show the way. It's a traffic jam in the middle of the pack where Sean Duquette, Robin Wood, Bucko Branham, those cars down on the inside. The 3 of Danny Sullivan on the inside. Jamie Begor also on the inside. Some of the heavy hitters. The preferred line right now is that inside line as they see Cody Myers up in front, stuck on the outside, and they don't want to be pinned behind him. And Dylan Paye right now is snookered on the outside line with the 07. He is on the 8 train going in reverse. The 3 of Sullivan will move underneath. Larry Underwood bold to go 3 wide into turn number 4. Underwood thinking 3 wide. That line's not there. Out front, Mike Shagnon, the 86, challenged now by Brandon Atkins. Atkins is underneath in the 4. Brandon Atkins down the backstretch going to 3, had the top spot, but here comes Shagnon back after him on the outside. Drag race down the line. Let's see who's the leader of lap number 5. It is going to be Brandon Atkins. Brandon Atkins takes the lead on the 5th lap. Atkins in the 4 car. Shagnon again up on top. Dave Rabtoy in the mix. He is sitting in 3rd place. Closing in, looking at that inside line, trying to grab second away from Shagnon. Sean Duquette is pulling the pack through on the inside line. Bucko Branham's gone to the top. Robin Wood down on the inside as Branham is thinking 3 wide to get around Brad Bushy. Bucko Branham takes it 3 wide on the extreme top. They push off of 2. Bushy goes up the racetrack. Duquette goes up the racetrack. Now Robin Wood thinking 3 wide to 3. Bucko Branham makes a big move that takes him to the 4th spot. 3 wide behind Robin Wood as they come through. It's Danny Sullivan down on the inside. Brad Bushy in car 51 getting jockeyed around as he loses several spots. He was in trouble in the middle. The leader is Brandon Atkins. Second is now Dave Raptoy. Running in third is Mike Shagnon. Fourth is Bucko Branham in the 20. Fifth, it's Robin Wood in car 61. Danny Sullivan coming through to the 6th spot. Branham goes to third. Shagnon's been pushing badly with the 86. There was room that time off 4, and Bucko Branham took it. Here comes Jamie Begor trying to get underneath Sean Duquette. Duquette's car also pushing in turn 2. Meanwhile, out front, Dave Raptoy, car 21, coming for the lead. Raptoy off of turn number 4. Down the line, it is just about dead even. Looked like Atkins still at the line. Brandon Atkins by inches, but Raptoy is chugging through that inside line, coming to life for Dave. He's dead even down the backstretch going to turn number 3. Now Atkins puts the nose back in front. Closing in is Bucko Branham. Raptoy has the nose in front off of turn number 4. They come down the line. It's still Atkins by inches. Side by side racing for the lead continues. Robin Wood is drawing near. So is Danny Sullivan in the 3. Jamie Begor has moved to the 6th spot. Side by side racing for the lead. Bucko Branham follows them. It is Raptoy on the inside. On the outside, it is Atkins in car 4. Down the line this time, it is Dave Raptoy in the lead. Raptoy shows the way. Running in second, it is Atkins. Running in third is Bucko Branham. Raptoy's got to protect that inside line. If he pushes in 2, you can be sure Branham's going to be hooked down inside, and he'll try to take the top spot away. Branham running in the 3rd position. He would gamble and take that move and try to make it from 3rd to 1st in car number 20. He's down on the inside, but the 20 handles well. Raptoy handling well off turn number 2. He'll maintain the lead down the backstretch. Brandon Atkins still working the outside line. Right now the 20 really doesn't have a place to go as Jamie Begor is looking to move to the outside. Begor looking outside car number 3 down the front stretch into turn number 1. The 4 of Atkins putting up a losing fight on the outside line. He's back to 3rd now, pushing off of turn number 2. That could really foil the effort of Begor as well. And now here comes Branham to the inside. Branham looking for the lead on the front stretch. Bucko Branham to the inside of car 21. It's the 20 on the inside, the 21 on the outside, and it's not lucky 21 in turn 1. Off of 2 down the backstretch. Raptoy trying to come back after him, but it's the 20 of Branham on the inside. He's got the lead. Into turn number 4, Robin Wood trying to hook on the back bumper. He'll be the new leader, make that Bucko Branham the leader. Raptoy still in 2nd. Robin Wood is running in 3rd. In the 4th spot, it's Danny Sullivan. 5th is Jamie Begor. 6th is now Brandon Atkins. 7th is Larry Underwood. Running in 8th, it is Dylan Paye. Running in 9th is Mike Shagnon. 10th is Sean Duquette. Bucko Branham shows the way. Robin Wood has cleared Dave Raptoy to 2nd. 3rd down on the inside line. Here comes Danny Sullivan. Running in 4th, it would be Raptoy in the 21, but Raptoy's not giving up that 3rd spot easily. Sullivan working to the inside, trying to grab 3rd away from Dave Raptoy, who continues to run strong inside the top 5. 17 laps complete. That time Sullivan did have the 3rd spot. Dave Raptoy in car number 21 continues to work a higher line. Jamie Begor in the 19. The car did not stick that time down on the inside. He had to get on the binders as he drifted up behind the 21 of Raptoy. Out front it is Bucko Branham. Robin Wood not letting him get away. It's just a half car length off the back bumper of car number 20. They may be content to run here with 18 laps showing complete. We have not yet had a Caution Wood run 2nd. Danny Sullivan is 3rd. Dave Raptoy in the 4th spot. Jamie Begor in car number 19 runs in the 5th position. He has not been able to work past the 21 of Raptoy. 6th is Brandon Atkins. 7th is Dylan Paye. Running in 8th is car number 73 for Larry Underwood. Running in the 9th spot is the 18 of Sean Duquette. 10th is Mike Shagnon. 11th is Brad Bushy. 12th is Dave Paye. 13th is Cody Myers. 14th is Austin McKiernan. 15th is the 93 of Chris Frenier. And 16th is the 28 of Brent Jarvis. Bucko Branham in car number 20. Showing the way by about a half car length. Robin Wood just lurking off the back bumper, peeking down to the inside. You can bet that Wood is going to school right now, seeing where the 20 may perhaps be having a bit of a tougher time getting off the turn, but at the same time, the 61 has to get there to get in contention. Jamie Begor has moved to 4th. He's worked his way around Dave Raptoy. Begor has some time to make up or some position to make up if he's going to get in the hunt. But right now it's Robin Wood. Robin Wood thinks it's time to go. Wood is down on the inside. Bucko Branham is on the outside. as they run side by side down the backstretch. 22 laps complete. Robin Wood made a bid to the inside that previous lap off of turn number 4, and now Robin Wood is going to clear Bucko Branham, and he has the lead. Robin Wood, leader at the line. Bucko Branham coming back after him. Branham appears to be running well in 1 and 2, but Ford appears to be a little bit off. Danny Sullivan sideways that time off turn number 2. He thought about trying to get underneath Robin Wood, and while doing so, Bucko Branham goes back around the outside into the lead. This time at the line, it's Branham leading again by a car length. Bucko Branham in car number 20 back on top. Keep an eye on the 3. I think Sullivan is the fastest car on the track. Sullivan looking to the inside of car 61 of Robin Wood. Again, it's not there. Wood working that middle line off of turn number 4. Sullivan peeking underneath down the front stretch going to 1. Can't get there in time. Bucko Branham now pulling away from Robin Wood. It's a 2-car length advantage. For the better part of the first 22 laps or so, it was never much than a half car length or 1 car length between the 20 and the 61. But now it's about 3 car lengths with lap 26 going up on the board. Robin Wood off a couple of tenths of a second now. Bobby was just checking the lap times, and Robin Wood's time has decreased a little bit since that bid made by Sullivan trying to get to the second spot. But perhaps he will have the tires rather cool a little bit. Oh, we got a spinner. Austin McKiernan has spun over in turn number 2. He's trying to get down into the infield, but now he appears to be wedged on the inside of turn 2, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag. His 8th, 9th is Mike Shagnon. Rounding out the top 10 is Dave Peya. Those cars top 10, ready to run. The 93 of Frenier rejoins, and the green flag is back out. Every car that jumped into the pits has returned out onto the racetrack. Side by side on the restart as they go off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Robin Wood is dead even. They race to turn number 3. Danny Sullivan and Jamie Begor are also running even side by side for the 3rd spot, though now Sullivan puts the nose out in front to that 3rd position. Branham still has the lead. Bucko Branham had the lead on the inside. Robin Wood in car number 61 trying to keep him down on that inside line off of turn number 2. Boy, a real good run that time off of 2 for Robin Wood. But Bucko Branham is still fighting on the inside. They're dead even into turn number 4. Now Branham sideways off turn number 4, and that'll give Wood the lead. Bucko Branham lost the rear end. It kicked out on him coming off the 4th turn. That allows Robin Wood to drive around and take the lead away. Again, Branham loose in 2. Robin Wood has the lead. Bucko Branham back to 2nd. Jamie Begor on the outside of Danny Sullivan. Sullivan bogged down on that inside line as Begor tries to get around to get that 3rd spot. We're halfway. Robin Wood has the lead. Bucko Branham in car number 20 works down on the inside. Jamie Begor has 3rd on the outside. And in the 4th spot, it is Danny Sullivan in car number 3. Sullivan working down on the inside line. Begor on the outside line. Again, 30 laps, now 31 laps complete. Who's going to have car left down the stretch? Just past the halfway point. Who's managing the tires? Who's got the right setup? Still a lot to be settled with some 28 plus laps to go. Here comes Robin Wood to the front stretch. Oh, Branham got a piece of the wall that time on the front stretch. He seemed to ride the wall a little bit, using every inch of the racetrack and then some. Jamie Begor in the 19 is still trying to clear the 3 of Danny Sullivan. He has not been able to do it. Begor in car number 19, working the outside of Danny Sullivan, trying to get that 3rd spot. Now the yellow flag is out for Austin McKiernan. Austin McKiernan is... And we're ready for a restart with Robin Wood in car number 61 and Bucko Branham in car number 20. Here they come down the front stretch to the green flag. It's a good restart for Branham on the outside line. Branham in turn number 2 has the nose out in front down the backstretch. Oh, he's going to get a good kick down the backstretch. The 61 of Robin Wood working the inside. Branham clears him going to turn number 3. Oh, just a razor thin move by Bucko Branham to get down in front of the 61 of Robin Wood. And now Danny Sullivan is working on the outside. Jamie Begor in car number 19 is down on the inside line. Again, it's the outside. That's the groove that these cars seem to want to be in. And Bucko Branham was able to use it to get back the lead, but here comes Robin Wood back after him again. Branham seemed to be pushing in 3 and 4. Robin Wood sees a window underneath. Wood could not quite keep the nose underneath that time down the front stretch, but he's there in turn 2. But Branham vaults off the top of 2. He's hooked off of 2. Sullivan has taken 3rd back from Begor. The outside is where they want to run. Robin Wood is still trying to dig at that inside line and make it work. Bucko Branham is the leader. Let's see if Robin Wood wants to follow him around the racetrack. If they get another extended run, oh no, he's not happy to run behind him. He's going back after him on the inside line. 35 laps complete, 25 to go. Still the normal distance for a feature event for these guys, still to be run. Again, Branham is loose. The 61 digging on the inside. He's got the lead.
Yep.
At the line, Robin Wood appeared to have the lead by inches, although the scoring monitor still shows that it was Branham in the top position. Down the backstretch, Bucko Branham off the top of 2. That's where he is really making up real estate. Branham's car is really doing well off the top of the second turn, but off of turn number 4, he's fighting it. But again, Bucko Branham is able to hold on. It was about a 2-foot advantage for the professor on the outside. Branham off of 2, Wood on the inside. The 3 of Danny Sullivan. He's pulled away from Jamie Begor by a couple of car lengths. Sullivan is working that lower line now. As they work down the front stretch again, Bucko Branham building the lead a little bit that lap. We checked the lap times on that last completed lap. It was an 18.77 for Bucko Branham and 18.80 for Robin Wood. So 3/100ths of a second quicker was Bucko Branham on that last lap. As they come down the front stretch, that time Branham still maintaining the advantage, but it was Wood who was just a tick quicker. 18.81 was the time for Bucko Branham. 18.79 was the time for Robin Wood. So they go back and forth exchanging the fast lap times. This time off of turn number 4, Branham on the outside, Wood the new leader.
Awful drive for Bucko in 3 and 4.
Let's see if he can get back some momentum in turn number 2. He may have his hands full soon with Danny Sullivan, although Sullivan's car might be going away a little bit. Sullivan was loose that time off the second turn. Bucko Branham, he's not going to give up without a fight on that outside line. Branham trying to get back after, but now Robin Wood can go wherever he wants. Now Bucko Branham's going to look down to the inside line. Danny Sullivan is right off the back bumper of Branham over in turn number 2. Sullivan peeking underneath down the backstretch going to turn number 3. The top 3 cars have separated themselves from Jamie Begor. He's about 4 car lengths off the top 3 as they work down the front stretch. Robin Wood with a 2-car length lead over Bucko Branham. Then it's 2 car lengths from Branham back to the 3 of Danny Sullivan. It's 3 car lengths from Sullivan back to Jamie Begor, and then 10 car lengths from Begor to Larry Underwood. Those cars are in the top 5. 6th is Dylan Paye. 7th, a good battle between Dave Raptoy and car number 21 and the 4 car of Brandon Atkins. They are running side by side, door to door for the 7th spot. Running in 9th is Dave Paye. Rounding out the top 10, Sean Duquette on the inside in car 18, although Mike Shagnon is also after that 10th position. Robin Wood continues to lead, and the advantage, almost 3 car lengths that time at the line. Next time by, lap 45 is going to go up on the board. Only 15 laps will remain for the Adirondack Water Systems Limited Late Models tonight. Who is going to have car left down the stretch? Robin Wood appears to be strong right now. His car pulling away a little bit. His lap time in 18.75. For Bucko Branham was an 18.76. So Wood just a tick quicker on the stopwatch. He's building the advantage. It had been 1 car length. It went to 2. It's now up to 3 car lengths this time at the line. The same thing also appears to be happening. The disadvantage from Danny Sullivan's 3 to the 20 of Branham. Branham working that inside line with 47 laps about to go up on the board. Robin Wood still a 3 car length advantage. 18.75 that time for Robin Wood. 18.84 the lap time for Bucko Branham. Danny Sullivan in 3rd in 18.82 and Jamie Begor in 18.87. So the top 4 fastest lap times all at the front of the field. Larry Underwood running in 5th was in the 19-second bracket, 19.1 for Underwood, who is falling back into the clutches of Dylan Paye. Paye in the 07 running in the 6th spot, chasing down Underwood in the 73. Dave Raptoy was able to clear the 4 of Brandon Atkins, and he is running comfortably now in the 7th position. The leader, Robin Wood, and man, he is taking off. He is building the advantage. The black flag is out
55. For maybe 51.
Yes, there is smoke coming out of the back of Bushy's 51. Inside 10 laps remaining now for Robin Wood, and it is go time. He is leaving them at the altar. The advantage now about 8 car lengths for Robin Wood, and his lap times now a 1/10 of a second faster every lap than Bucko Branham. Wood is the car that is hooked up tonight. Brad Bushy takes the 51 back to the garage. Bucko Branham in car number 20 in second. Danny Sullivan in car number 3 sits in third. Jamie Bigor in the 4th spot. Running in 5th now is Dylan Paye. On board the Auto Creek sponsored 07. 6th is Larry Underwood. 7th is Dave Raptoy. 8th is the 4 of Brandon Atkins. Running in the 9th spot is Dave Paye. And running in 10th, they've been fighting for this 10th position now for a number of laps. Sean Duquette and Mike Shagnon, they've been side by side for 10th for quite a while.
Yes.
The leader is Robin Wood, and he's working on the back of the pack. Chris Frenier in the 93, the 75 of Cody Myers. Right now, Robin Wood can really be careful coming around these cars that are at the back of the pack because he has built up such a nice cushion for himself. He's got Frenier in the 93 on the outside. He's going to work underneath him, and then Cody Myers right in front.
Look at the 3 wide.
Well, the problem for Robin is if he runs up on the 18 and the 86, they've been side by side now for at least 10 laps.
Yes.
Well, the 18 of Duquette is able to move through. Shagnon in the 86 trailing off a little bit as Austin McKiernan's 55 was able to work past. Inside 5 laps remaining now for Robin Wood. Bucko Branham working lap traffic underneath Chris Frenier. Danny Sullivan's going to have to do the same thing. It was tense and exciting in the middle stages of this race, but Robin Wood has really turned this into a bit of a cakewalk now as he has a half backstretch advantage over the 20 of Bucko Branham. His car has just maintained itself. Watching his lap times, right now he's running behind some slower cars, but he has been consistently running lap times under 19 seconds. It's the first time that he has really run that has been over 19 seconds, but he was hung up behind a couple of slower cars, which could be the case here. Although Sean Duquette's on the outside, Austin McKiernan pushing up to the outside. Here comes the leader with 2 laps to go. Now, if these cars pull down in front of Robin Wood, that could impact things, and it might allow Bucko Branham to close quickly. But he moves underneath Sean Duquette. I don't think it's going to be much of a factor. He'll move underneath Austin McKiernan. McKiernan goes to the top of the racetrack. Nice job by some of these slower cars getting out of the way of the leaders. Robin Wood, white flag, 1 to go. Robin Wood, final time around tonight off of turn number 2, down the backstretch. The lead is 10 car lengths. Into turns 3 and 4, he's got a clear track in front of him, and Robin Wood is going to win it tonight. Robin Wood takes the Gunny-Inca Bingo Rennerek 61 to victory lane. The 20 of Bucko Branham second. Danny Sullivan third. 4th, Jamie Bigor. 5th will go to the 07 of Dylan Paye. 6th goes to Dave Raptoy in the 21. 7th to Larry Underwood in the 73. 8th to Brandon Atkins.
Well, Rob is headed down track side while Robin Wood enjoys his victory lap around the Big 8. Certainly a dominating performance at the end there by Robin Wood. As it was interesting in the middle late model division. We'll throw it downstairs where Rob Knowles is standing by. Rob?
All right, Robin is about to jump out of his race car. 3rd win of the year, climbing out now. Give him a nice round of applause, everybody. Here's Robin Wood. Nice cold drink of water. Feels good after running 60 laps. Strategy coming into the race, it looked to me that it was go as quick as you can and try to get to the front like it typically is in the 25-lap races?
No, actually, we kind of rode around there for a while, tried to take it easy. We didn't really get to the front that quick. We kind of followed, I don't remember, Raptoy, I think was the lead. And I think Bucko was ahead of me for a little while. We just kind of rode around, tried to save our tires. And actually, one time I got underneath Bucko, and but it was a little bit too early, and my car's a little bit loose, so I didn't really want to wear out the right rear, so I just kind of fell back for a couple more laps and got another shot at him after.
I was watching the lap times. Your car really seemed to stay pretty consistent, other than perhaps a lap or two where you were stuck behind some slower cars and then you eventually worked past them. Consistently running times 18.7, 18.8. So the car really did stay consistent. over the 60 laps while other cars started to fade.
Yeah, 18.7. That's a pretty slow lap for our cars, but my car wasn't very good, but I guess it was better than everybody else's. The track's kind of slick tonight. I don't know if it's because we raced on Wednesday or what, but seems like everybody's a little bit loose. But I got to thank my guys. We changed 2 front springs before the feature. I got to thank my sponsor, Renegades, Lorman's, Leland's Barbershop, Ganyanka Territorial Bingo, Daniel Signs, and Precision. And, of course, my wife, Nikki, my dad, Rudy, everybody that gives me a hand.
Nice job, Robin. Good win.
Thank you.
All right, Robin Wood gets the win.
Of the top 2 cars who accepted the challenge from the Sportsman Modified Division, defending track champion Nick Haywood in the 29, and from Drummondville, Quebec, it is Eric Lossier in the 28. That's the field. Here they come. Off 4. Green flag is out. The green flag flies, and the field races off in a 1 and 2. Andy Haywood pushes in turn 2. They part him left and right. Bertium around the outside, the 97 of Arnold on the inside. Look at Leon Gagno go. Gagno in the 4 car trying to get to the front of the pack as they scramble off of turn number 4. The leader is Craig Riel in the CO2. Roger Labreche runs second. Pierre Bertium works in third. Fourth is Chris Vernold on the outside. Vernold of the M-Core Service is 97 running in the 4th spot. Gagno around the outside of Andy Haywood trying to get to 5th. Craig Riel in the CO2 sets the pace. Pierre Bertium is sizing up the Novodelsan. Here they come 3 wide down the backstretch going to 3. Vernold in the 97 doesn't want to make that 3 wide move. Bertium moves through on the inside. Here comes Vernold on the inside as well of Roger Labreche. Roger Labreche goes back to the 4th spot with the Novodelsan. The 5th place runner is Andy Haywood. Haywood about to go back to 6 as Todd Stone moves past like he's standing still. Stone into the top 5. Leon Gagno right behind him, trying to get underneath Andy Haywood as they battle for 6th. Max Bien getting boxed around with a 25. He's on the outside working that right rear tire. The 49 at Tisseur try to get underneath. Keep an eye on Mueller. Mueller wants to go as Todd Stone gets to the 4th spot underneath the 100 of Roger Labreche. Pierre Bertium on the outside, but he works the top of the track. Now Diamond's down to the inside, almost got a piece of the 97, but he builds up ahead of momentum going to turn number 3. Bertium trying to take the lead away from the CO2 of Craig Riel off of turn number 4 down the front stretch. Bertium looking right on the back bumper now. He won't go to the outside. The 97 of Arnold works in the 3rd spot. Todd Stone is close quickly. Stone is right behind the 97. Then a big gap back to the 4 of Leon Gagno. Top 4 cars pulling away. Craig Riel continues to show the way. Bertium to the outside. Bertium goes to the top of the racetrack as he tries to take the lead in turn number 2. There goes Pierre Bertium to the front. Bertium goes around Craig Riel in the CO2. Here comes the 97 of Chris Vernold trying to take the 2nd spot. He will. Back to 3rd now is Craig Riel as Todd Stone tries to size up the CO2 and make the move as well. Todd Stone in turn number 2, looking outside, made contact. The left front tire clipping the right rear of the CO2, letting him know that he's there. Now the 1X of the G-Stone Motors machine around Craig Riel. He will take 3rd away. Pierre Bertium leading. Running in 2nd is Chris Vernold in the 97. 3rd is Todd Stone. 4th is Craig Riel. Running in 5th, it is Leon Gagno. 6th is Jesse Mueller. Yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out for Roger Labreche in the number 100. Labreche comes to a halt off of turn number 2. His car had been fading back through the field. And the yellow flag, Andy Haywood, the top 10 rounded out by the 18 of Chris Kaye and the 34 of George Foley. Here they come. Green flag is out. Bertium left the 97 standing at the altar. And the 1X is now going, oh, look out, we got a mess in 1. Andy Haywood's around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars involved in turn number 1. And it's going to set. Restart order is good. Here they come through turn number 4, down the front stretch, green flag. Well, the 1 of Bertium really pushed up in turn number 4. And the 97 of Vernold had to get on the binders a little bit, and it's going to cost him, I think, 2nd spot, 3 wide. 3 wide racing for the 5th spot. Down on the inside, Mueller. In the middle, Gagno. On the outside, it is George Foley. Foley is trying to come to the front. Man, that was a great move by Foley on a restart. Chris Vernold is working the top of the racetrack. Bertium wants to run down on the inside. Todd Stone and Chris Vernold are wheel to wheel for the 2nd position. Vernold stays into it deep into turn number 4. Spinner. Richard Tesseur caught the tire. Yellow flag. For the 1, Vernold on the outside, the 97. The front row setting a slow pace. They are on the hammer now. Bertium again, drifted up a little bit going to turn number 4. There's the green flag. Vernold in the 97 pushes to the top in 2. Todd Stone is with him, wheel to wheel down a backstretch for the second spot. Vernold drives it again deep into 3 and 4. That's where his car really seems to work well. Foley trying to get underneath Craig Riel. They touch going to 3 and 4. They touch again on the front stretch. Ooh, Craig Riel, George Foley touching twice. Once in turns 3 and 4, and then along the front stretch. Meanwhile, battle for second. Chris Vernold, the 97, still on the outside. Todd Stone in the G-Stone Motors 1 down on the inside. Wheel to wheel for the second spot. Pierre Bertium in the 1 trying to get away. Todd Stone trying to clear the 97. Can't quite do it yet. Perhaps by the next lap. But boy, Vernold really makes up ground at 3 and 4. Down the front stretch. Stone still can't clear him. Pierre Bertium shows the way. Working the middle through 1 and 2. Now Stone can go where he wants. Todd Stone trying to go to the outside. Chris Vernold is right behind him. Vernold in the 97. He follows the 1 as Bertium is being pursued by Todd Stone and now Chris Vernold. Next time by will be halfway for Pierre Bertium, the JM Racing Machine. Bertium finished in the 3rd position this past Wednesday. He shows the way by 3 car lengths as we hit the halfway point. Bertium in the 1, Todd Stone in the 1X. The 97 of Vernold, the 34 of George Foley. Wheel to wheel for 5th. The 19 of Mueller trying to get around the 4 of Leon Gagnon. Mueller goes around Gagnon at the start-finish line. He is into the top 5. Here comes Stone. Bertium pushed in turn number 2. 1 bobble, 1 mistake. That's all she wrote. Todd Stone, leader. Bertium bobbled in 2. Todd Stone said sayonara. Race under the control of the G-Stone Motors 1X. Stone looking now for his 4th win. Biding his time. Rode around over a couple of laps behind Bertium. Bertium's trailing off. He might be going away with that right rear as Vernold has reeled him in. Mueller is after Foley. Mueller trying to get around Foley for the 4th spot. Foley in the 34. His car appears to be fading as well as Mueller dances right around him. Oh, he's got a flat. There has to be something down. Perhaps a tire down on Foley's 34. Oh, he's going to take it to the infield. Likely not a flat tire then, as he ducks down to the infield. Something amiss with the 34. May go back to the contact that he had with the CO2 of Craig Riel a little bit earlier in the race. Foley shuts it down to the infield. He's done. Todd Stone to the 1X. Inside 10 laps remaining for Stone. He'll put a lap on Eric Lozier, who has been running at the back of the pack. Lozier in the 28, still out on the racetrack. Nick Haywood has taken his Sportsman Modified back to the garage area. Let's set the field for you. Todd Stone is leading. Pierre Bertium runs in 2nd. There goes Richard Tesseur into the infield. Tesseur appears to shut the 49 down, and he will come to a halt in the infield as well. Jesse Mueller has closed in on the back bumper of Chris Vernold as they go underneath Eric Lozier. Lozier in turn number 3 will go to the top of the racetrack as some of the front runners move past. Stone's lead is a front stretch, by the way. Bertium hanging on to the 2nd spot. The 97 of Vernold looking to get underneath and trying to take the 2nd spot now. Bertium's on the outside. Vernold on the inside. He'll take 2nd. And here comes the 19. He's going to try to follow through that same move. The 19 of Mueller is underneath, and he's going to go to 3rd. Bertium's going to go back to the 4th spot. Running in the 5th position is Leon Gagnon. Running in 6th is Max Vienne. 7th is Craig Riel. 8th is Andy Lindemann. 9th is Andy Haywood. And rounding out the top 10 is Chris Kaye. Racing for position are Lindemann and Craig Riel on the racetrack. Inside 5 laps remaining for the G-Stone Motors 1X. The leader hits the start-finish line. Works into turn 1 and 2. Mike Wells, the next car to go a lap down in front of the leader. Chris Vernold running in the 2nd spot. Jesse Mueller works in 3rd with a 19. But those cars are running out of time, and Todd Stone is not slowing whatsoever. Not one bit. Stone is on his way to win at number 4. That last lap, Stone was a tick slower than Vernold, but Vernold can barely see him. And Stone right now is working traffic. I think the best battle on the racetrack may be for that second spot. Mueller is trying to get underneath the 97 of Vernold. Todd Stone trying to get around Todd Ormsby in the 10 with a white flag out. Stone can just cruise. The 97 of Vernold trying to get around Matt Woodruff to maintain second, and he will. Todd Stone behind some slower cars. He really doesn't have to push it. He can just follow them around. Here comes Todd Stone, and he is going to win it. Racing for second, it is 97, Chris Vernold. The 19 of Jesse Mueller is third. Fourth is Pierre Berthiaume in the 1. Fifth is Leon Gagnon in the 4. Sixth is Max Bien. Seventh, Andy Lindeman. Eighth is Craig Riel. Ninth is Andy Haywood. 10th is the 18 of Chris Kaye. The 11th would be Mike Riel.
Rob is headed down trackside where he will eventually speak with four-time winner Todd Stone. Jesse Mueller's out of the car. Give Jesse a nice round of applause for third place tonight. Nice job, Jesse.
After a rarity this past Wednesday, they come back and hit a home run. Here he is, everybody. This is Todd Stone. Win number 4 for the Middlebury, Vermont driver. All right, Todd, let's talk about strategy. Looked like for a little while there you wanted to just feel things out, and then eventually when you saw your opportunity to get to the front, you were able to do so. Talk about the restart where you were able to move underneath Chris Vernold with at the time Pierre Berthiaume leading. That moved you to second, and then eventually the move that you made to get around Pierre Berthiaume.
That was awesome racing with Chris. That was a lot of fun, side-by-side action. I mean, he had in front, then I got in front. I mean, that was awesome. But the number 1 pushed up coming out of turn, I think it was turn 2, pushed up real high. And I said, well, here's my opportunity. So, once somebody starts pushing like that, they lose a lot of momentum down the straightaway. So you can gain on them pretty good like that.
And up until that point, Pierre had done a nice job protecting down on the inside line, keeping that line. But then, as you mentioned, one bobble. But to have the card when he makes that bobble and you say, okay, now it's time to go.
We had a great car tonight. My crew are the ones that put it all together. They worked very hard. I want to thank them for their dedication to the team. Without them, we would not be here. My wife's here tonight. I want to say thanks for coming. And all the fans that come out and watch the race. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here either. So thanks a lot.
Nice job, Todd Stone. That's win number.
The 72 is Curtis LeGrave. And the final row on the field, the 69 is John Bradley. The 49 is Jason Ledoux. And not making the call is the pizza wagon.
What?
Green, flag is out. Pizza, pizza. He's making a delivery somewhere in Wiggletown.
Oh, rats.
Looking to split the middle is Rob Signs in the 3-4 wide off turn number 2. The Tortoise is playing in the mud. He's off the top of turns 1 and 2. Yellow flag is going to come out, and we've got a cluster through turns 3 and 4.
That's a gaggle.
Well, whatever it is.
Cluster.
All right, complete restart. It is Woodward and Collins. Here they come. Trying it again. Off the 4th turn, green. Flag is back out. They're even in turn number 1. And they make the turn way off of turn number 2. Collins on the top of the racetrack. Look at this. 4 wide down the middle of the backstretch.
Oh, boy.
Will it work?
Oh, boy.
Will it work?
Oh, boy.
It worked.
Oh, boy.
As they race now 4 wide back in the middle. Will that work?
I don't know.
Oh, it worked. Oh, boy, it didn't work.
No,
Save it, Amber!
Hang on. Oh, nice job. That car dug in. She's got more mud on that car than... fill in the punchline for me, Rob, would you please? She's got a lot of mud on that car.
Yep.
Okay. Time to race again. 1 lap complete. 14 to go. No more yellow flags.
All right, looking to go again.
It's not a guarantee.
No, it's not. Here they come off the 4th turn. Green. Flag is back out. On a positive note, Austin LeGrave made it through turns 1 and 2 last time.
Nice.
Here they go. Teammates out front. Collins on the bottom, Lavardway on the top, Lavardway to the point. Look at this, 4 wide again. Oh no, Tyson Brown thought better of that.
Let Dale O'Neill go. He's
Dale
going to win.
O'Neill in that number 16. Where's he going?
Right through the middle.
Right through the middle. Here he comes. Dale O'Neill to the second spot.
He's going to win again.
Don't jinx him.
Put it on the board right now.
Oh,
Go
boy.
write it down. I'm going to write it down right here. on my
Malcolm
official
Woodward
sheet.
smacks the wall along the front stretch in the number 79. Guess what?
He won't get invited to drive that.
This is his race to win. Here they come.
I already wrote it down.
Off the 4th turn. Green flag is back out for the mini modified. There goes Dale O'Neill. He's down to the inside. Side by side off the 2nd turn. Lavardway gets those out in front. Says, not yet, announcer. In turn number 3, Dale O'Neill says, go ahead and say it, announcer. I'm coming through on the inside, and this one is over. Here comes Dale O'Neill on the inside. He's got the lead by inches.
I'm not sure about that. Eagle eye.
Dale O'Neill in
He's
the
got the
16.
lead now.
Off the 2nd turn. Has the lead, but here comes Lavardway. He might have hooked up a little bit on the back stretch. Here comes the 13 trying one more time.
Game, set,
Match. It's over. Dale O'Neill's at the front, barring a mechanical failure, a yellow flag, or anything else in between. He's going to win this one.
Some good racing.
Good racing mid-pack. The 77 of Chris Clark, the 54 of Jason Chris, and the 14 of Rob Clark. They're all racing together, nearly 3 wide at one point. As they race off the 4th turn now, they're battling for around the 10th position. Those are a few cars, there are a few fast cars in this division that really haven't been able to go anywhere. They haven't been able to do what Dirty Dale did. 3 wide now down the backstretch, almost going to be 4. Backing out of it is Rob Clark in the 14. Now he's going to force the issue again. A pair of Clarks trying to vie for a spot that's about 1.5 cars wide. As they race 3 wide down the front stretch, Rob Clark's got to get skinny through there. Rob Foley on the top backs out of it, says no thanks. Rob Clark on the top works his way around the 41, but now he's off the pace. Rob Clark is off the pace.
He might have a tire
cut
now.
down a tire, yeah.
I thought I heard something pop over in 1 and 2. It might have been his right front tire.
That was my belly.
Right front tire down on the 14. No? Left rear? No, all those tires appear to be up.
You've got good eyes then, Eagle Eye. Everybody gets around the 76. Whoa! Here goes the 77 of Chris Clark. Oh, nice save. Oh,
Wrong.
Oh.
Maybe. Come on back. That's good singing there, Rob.
Oh, boy, look out.
Was that yodeling?
I'm not sure what that was. That was...
That was a heck of a move by Chris Clark to get it back out on the racetrack.
He took a detour, but see what Chris Clark chose to do. The 76 was running slow, much like he is on the backstretch in the same spot. Chris Clark elected to go around the top of it, on the very top through the bunker. That wasn't a wise decision.
Oh, no.
The bunker slows you down.
Yeah, that's why we call it the bunker.
Chief Starter Butch Henry's got the black flag out. Who do you think it's for? Oh, Dennis the Menace. Dennis Barcombe. Well, Dale O'Neill dispatches the 76 of Dennis Barcombe. But Dennis Barcombe...
Oh, Dale O'Neill's in the bunker. He got so fast, he pushed off at turn number 2.
Be careful, you might be jinxing him.
Now,
Lavarnway still runs in second. The 76 of Barcombe will be shown the black flag once again this time around. Let's see if he heeds that black flag this time, as he slowly works his way off of turn number 4. He sees it this time. I guarantee you he saw it, unless he's driving with his eyes closed. And the 76 is not going back to the crowd area once
just
again.
put that black flag away.
Well, I think they'll do it one more time. It's usually 1 strike, 2 strike, and then 3, and then they don't show it anymore. Meanwhile, out front, it's still Dale O'Neill. He's running down the back of the pack, being the 69 of Johnny Bradley. That car's for sale if anybody's interested in buying that car. Black flag is, he really aggressively waved it this time to make sure he saw it.
I put it down low. Tried to almost put it right in front of his hood.
That didn't work.
No.
Popsicle sticks are out this time by for the 16 of Dale O'Neill. O'Neill, half a lap until he sees 1 to go. The white flag is out this time by for Dale O'Neill off the 4th turn. White flag for Dale O'Neill. 1 lap to go. You wrote it down. That was a good pick.
I wrote it down 10 laps ago.
Dale O'Neill is on his way to victory. Lavarnway runs second. Hey, look at who's raced his way up to third. Jason Chris. Jason Chris got around the 6 at Tyson Drown. Here comes your winner off the 4th turn. Dale O'Neill wins it.
Number 4.
Second's going to go to the 13 of Josh Lavarnway. 3rd, Jason Chris. 4th, Tyson Drown. 5th is going to be Eric Riel at the line. That's the top 5.
Well, I think we need to get a new nickname for Dale O'Neill. Dominant Dale. 4th, Robbie has made his way down trackside, and he is going to get a word with Dale O'Neill.
Give a nice round of applause. He's out of the car. Win number 4 on the season. Come on over, Dale. Come right over here. Dale, win number 4 for you. And this one didn't come from you starting at the front. You started 11th, and you got on it really early. And I think that was the key to winning the race tonight, was getting to the front very quick.
Yeah, I knew I had to go. My car wasn't the greatest tonight. We struggled in the heat race, changed tires, made some air pressure stuff, and it was a little better, but not great.
It seems as though in this division, you've got to avoid those accidents and avoid those wrecks, and sometimes getting to the front as quick as you can is the best way to do so.
Yeah, it's definitely good to miss wrecks, and I guess it was a good race.
Well, congrats on win number 4.
Thank you. I want to thank DMO Motors, my mother, my brother, and my father. Thank you.
All right, nice job, Dale O'Neill, winningest driver.